Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to our regular Monday evening Team Eagles Zoom. We're happy to see so many of you here, but I hope there will be a few more joining us when they suddenly realize that we are on half an hour earlier this evening, and there's a very good reason for that. If you are new to this group, then let me introduce ourselves. We are Mick and Jenny Daly, National Marketing Directors in your support line, members of the 50 Club, getting close to that 75, the elusive 75 Club, and we live in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. We have a very special guest this evening, but before I introduce her, we're going to take a look at the final report of the month's contest. So let's bring up that so that you can all see, which I cannot right now. There we go. Here it comes. Nope. Okay, down a bit. Let's close that. Okay. Can't see it yet, Mick. Okay, it's gone very quiet. No, I'm not seeing it. Well, I can tell you while it's coming up. Congratulations, hearty congratulations to Tara Harris, who has run away with the top place in this month's contest. Mick, I still can't see the chart. And I can't hear you if you're talking, because you must be muted. No, I can't hear you. You're muted. I have no idea.
Okay, just be patient. My laptop is doing crazy things, so I have to stop my screen share.
Okay.
Technology is wonderful when it works.
Just be patient, he said. I was talking to somebody this afternoon saying, yes, it's all about patience, perseverance, and persistence, the 3 Ps. So, should have had it in front of me. Okay, there we are. All right. Well, as I was saying, Tara Harris, she ran away with the top place here with 820 points. So Tara has won $150. She'll be getting $50 of that in the mail in a couple of days. And as long as she joins us in Tampa, she will get the other 100. But look at the numbers up here at the top of the leaderboard. Congratulations to Cheryl, Danita, Laura Batista, and Laura Scalva, and also Melinda Cranwelge. You are all up there with more than 500 points, so you will all be receiving a check for $50.
And Kat.
And Kat. Oops, I didn't go down far enough. I can't believe there are so many winners this month. So congratulations, everybody. Good job. You are clearly doing all the right activities, the activities that are productive. So as we scroll down and look at the results and the rules, if you like, you'll notice that we've added a line here under the results that your guest, and this is very topical tonight, your guest or guests who attend a Juice Plus 90-day game Zoom, and if you confirm that by following up afterwards, you will earn another 10 points towards the contest. And the way that you will confirm that is to comment in our Facebook group below the post that refers to that particular Zoom. You will comment as to who you had or how many people you had listened to that particular Zoom. So you'll get extra points. So we're kind of excited about that as well. So today is a very special day. It is Qualifiers Day, so hopefully you all had a wonderful month, that you finished strong. It's also the first day of the brand new 90-day game. And so what better topic tonight than to be very honored with a special guest. I'll tell you in a moment why she's so special. None other than National Marketing Director, 100 Club member, Jamie Kuenze. And it's a very special, I'm very excited because Jamie and her wonderful family just came to visit us here in Colorado just this last week, had 3 days together. We met their kids, they're an awesome family. And we're just very privileged that Jamie would take the time to join us this evening to be on this call. As you, if you saw the photograph that went out in the email or on Facebook, you'll see that Jamie and Jaron have 3 fabulous children. I can attest to that: Owen, Addison, and Ethan. They live in Kansas, in Overland Park. Jamie graduated with a BS in occupational therapy, and while in college, she played soccer. So, of course, she and Mick had a lot in common here, and Jaron as well, of course. He's an avid soccer player. And then after college, she obtained her massage therapy license and became a CrossFit Level 1 and Kids Certified trainer as well. Well, Jamie is very passionate about Juice Plus and making a difference in people's lives. And what better topic tonight than to talk about how to invite people to watch a 90-day Zoom. And not only that, but the importance of follow-up. We're always talking about the importance of follow-up to any event, but Jamie will also cover how to follow up the guests, not only the ones who did watch the Zoom, but also the ones who didn't. So, Jamie, over to you.
Aw, thank you for that. We had so much fun being with you guys for 2 days, and I wish I could have talked Jaron into letting us stay longer. But yeah, so he's back at it, refinishing the basement, and we'll have you guys over soon. So I'm excited about the 90-day game plan. I know that Mick shared with you guys and Jenny, a video recently that completely inspired me, and that was by the Richard Bliss book. If you guys haven't watched it, I encourage you to do so, because it really kind of just helps to lift a little bit of that weight off of your shoulder when you're inviting people into taking a look at what it is that we do. And so I love that idea of every person that you're inviting is worth $500 in your pocket, whether they say yes or whether they say no. In fact, Richard puts like a challenge for like a 90-day game, or like a 90-day, like invite one person a day for 90 days. And kind of, I just want you to see my wall. Like that's where I've got 90 sticky notes, and I'm writing my 90 names of people I'm inviting over 90 days. So I'm doing it. I'm inspired. And how are we doing it? Well, I want to share with you, and I think I can screen share. Do you have that capability? Can I share? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Like there's a ton of stuff up. I think this is it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to share actually, which one? Oh, my PowerPoint. There we go. There was a call recently that Brian Marsh did with Mitra Ray. And I don't know if you guys have all seen it or not, but I highly encourage you guys to watch it. But basically, he said this at conference. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jamie, we did watch that.
Oh, good. So he shared this at conference for those of you who were there, and then he shared it on the call again. Like when they're kind of starting somebody up, or like really starting people up, this is what they showed them our system is. So you create curiosity. You can do that many ways. You get into conversation with somebody. And part of that curiosity up top can be social media, but it could also be I know like Todd Mell got interested in Tom O'Keefe's acorns that were on his bag at the gym, and that created curiosity for Todd to ask, like, hey, what is that? Could be a shirt you wear. Could be a number of things. It could just be that you say, oh yeah, that's why I do what I do. And somebody says, really, what is it that you do? And then you're able to share. So creating curiosity can be conversation or one-liners, as well as your social media presence. And then you want to get into a conversation with somebody, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But then the goal is to invite them to an event. And this is...
I think we're looking at something different from what you're looking at.
Can you not see my funnel?
No, we're looking at a Facebook page.
Let me stop screen
sharing. We're looking at Canva.
Darn it. But Canva's great too. Let's see if I can try again. There we go. All right. Now can you see it?
Oh, yes.
Yay! Okay, cool. So create curiosity, get into conversation, invite to an event. And that's where the 90-day game plan is filling a lot of gaps for so many teams, because we have the Freedom Revolution script, and it's a great script. It was always meant to have freedom within the framework. So many people kind of just wanted to be told what to say or just have an idea, but you can totally take that script and make it more of your own. Or I encourage you again to watch what Adam just did with Mitra, because you can see there's some things that they cut back a little bit on when they do their, Freedom Revolution Zooms. And there's some things that they add that I think are very valuable too. So you can tweak that however you want. But for the next 90 days, Monday through Thursday, we have the 90-day game plan going on where you've got people who are taking the best of what their perception is of what the Aussies are doing, and they're doing these Zooms for us to be able to not even have to worry about that piece of it. You don't have to worry about doing it. You don't have to worry about getting other speakers. You just get to plug in and play. And then like Jenny said, following up. And if you heard what Brian said in the follow-up, it's so important to, ask what might be a good time for you, hey, and sometimes they act like the next day, hey, last night was amazing. I had so many people, getting back with me. I'm so sorry I didn't get back with you last night. I'd love to set up a time to see what you thought, would later today work or would tomorrow work better? So you kind of create that idea that it was really successful and popular, and that it's your bad that you didn't get back with them that night of the event and you're following up with them the next day, because you kind of get to give them a little bit of grace period to follow up with you. And some people automatically will, but it's just a tool for you to be able to say, hey, I was so busy last night, I'm so sorry, but I definitely wanted to check in and see what you thought. So following up is so important. And then your goal really is to pop them onto a three-way phone call with somebody else, right? An amener, a Mick, a Jenny, whoever your upline sponsor is. Just say, hey, we were, just on the phone, and I was saying how you were on last night, and Jenny's amazing. She's been doing this for such a long time, and I figured if I couldn't answer some of the questions, Jenny could, and so we just want to connect and see what you thought about last night. So that's a potential way. You got to make the verbiage your own. But the goal is to get them onto a three-way phone call after that event, because we know that that's super powerful, because your sponsor or upline might be more comfortable asking some questions that you may not be, comfortable asking. Just depends on who the person is you're following up with. I want to stay here because I know Jenny and Mick want me to kind of talk about that invitation process. And in that invitation process, if you're brand new, you're at the very best position that you could be. And so I was telling Mick what I'm learning from the Australians too, is that when they start somebody up and they go through, something similar to the Freedom Revolution startup, and you have your list of names from your memory jogger, what they're having them do is to text out 25 to 30 messages to people and say something to the effect of, if I was reaching out to Jenny, I would be like, hey, Jenny, how are you? I hope you're off to a great summer. I'm so excited. I'm starting a new business venture. I'm looking, and then this is the key, because I'm going to share a pain with you guys. And so I really, after tonight, encourage you to think about what is it that is your pain. So I would say, I started a new business venture. I'm really excited about it. Ever since Jaron got laid off in December, we've been really looking for a way to be able to keep him home, and I think this is it. And then I transition into something that's normal for them, right? So I say, much like if I had a coffee shop and was having a grand opening, I'm having a grand opening, it's just online. Are you available are you available Tuesday at 8 p.m.? I'd love to have your support and see you on. And that's it. You don't say what it is that you're up to, and you've shared a little vulnerability. So the Australians, Brian said, and I totally get the psychology of this, when you're starting up, it's not normal for you to reach out to your friends and your family and ask them about their health, their lifestyle, or their finances. And though it is normal to reach out to them saying, hey, I've started something new, I'm excited about it, this is why I'm excited about it, would you show up? Could I have your support on this launch that I'm doing? And the cool thing is when you do your own, you can record it. These 90-day game plans, they are going to be recorded. They won't be released the next day. They'll, all the ones recorded in July will be sent out at the end of July, so beginning of August. And so we will have those in chunks available for you to be able to share down the road. But we do have Adam Westwick's Zoom he did with Mitra. So if you guys need that right now, and if Mick doesn't have it, I can send it your way, because that's a tool I'm using. he's the master at it. And to hear Mitra and Nicole Scott's stories of their product is super powerful. And I think all that wrapped together is a great tool for us to share out for those maybe who can't be on the live versions of it for whatever reason. So now if you've been around in the business for a while, one take that you might, for me and Jaren, what I can authentically say is, hey, Jenny, how are you? I hope your summer's great. Jaren and I are really looking, or we've really decided to start a second phase of our business. And I thought you might be a great fit for what it is that we do. Would you be open to taking a look? And though I would throw the pain in there again, I would say we're looking to start the second phase of our business. Ever since Jaren was laid off in December, we've been really thinking, about being able to keep him home. And we really think that this is the way. And so I would love to have your support. Would you hop on just to check out the second phase of our business this next Tuesday at 8 p.m. So the pain is super important. I have got a brand new girl in our team who is having her first baby in the next month. And she's decided even beforehand that she was going to step away from being a teacher to stay home. And so she gets to say to people starting up, hey guys, happy summer. And I'm starting a new business. I really feel like it's, something that aligns with something I'm passionate about. And since I've decided to stay home instead of going back to teaching, I'm looking, for a way to create income. And I think this could be it. And much like if I was having a grand opening for a coffee shop, I'm doing a grand opening. It's just online. Are you available this Tuesday at 8 to hop on? So it has worked phenomenally for her to be able to use that verbiage. It's just very normal to ask for people's support at the beginning and not to sell them. And then when you get them on those things, you never know. I mean, it's just nice because you don't have to prejudge anybody about the product or the business, and they'll be presented both in a really tasteful manner. And you kind of get to follow up and see what they thought. It's so important to see what they thought. I also love, and I didn't say this to you, Mick, the other day, but AJ Majors, who's a new NMD, shared this verbiage with me, and I really liked it. But when she was following up, she said, so on a scale of 0 through 10, 0 is man, you are kind of, not happy that I invited you to be on that. It was a waste of your time. To 10, that you're ready to, you're interested in the product, you're ready to get started, or you're thinking about my team. Where do you fall on that scale of 0 to 10? And then she's like, if it's above a 5, you're like, awesome. Let's get you started. And then if it's below a 5, they're like, no worries. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciated you being on. Are there any questions I could answer for you? In addition to what you've already asked. So I think that is a really helpful tool as well. So I'm going to have you guys just open it up to some questions. I will say though, Mick, that I emailed you in this presentation I did, just some simple verbiage. I reached out to, 10 to 20 distributors who I felt were really strong on social media, who are reaching out to people, inviting them to things. And I know we're all curious, what are people saying to other people to get them to engage or to get them to say yes to these events? And so I created a document, and these are some of the examples of what have been sent out and what have gotten engagement from warm market, lukewarm market, cold market. So this is just 2 examples, hey, Jake, and this was one I sent out. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I'm confident you're killing it. I wanted to reach out as Jaren and I are opening another phase to grow our business. And you keep entering my mind as someone who would be awesome on our team. Would you be open to taking a look at what it is that we do? And he said, absolutely. Or, hey, girly, how are you? Happy summer. I love watching your sweet family grow. I'm reaching out because you've been on my mind. I feel like we're both passionate about healthy living with backgrounds in health and helping people. I'm in a new season of growing my team. I know how credible you are, and I think you would be able to inspire a lot of people. Would you be interested in this season of life to take a look at what we do? So those were actually 2 of my own personal reach outs that got engagement. And I know we're getting short on time. So I told Mick this too, is that some of these people, when I reached out and specifically asked what they asked cold market, one of these is from Australia and one is from the US, but when I asked about what verbiage works for you to reach out to a cold market, this one says, I would have loved to. I don't really cold message people about the business. I just build relationships and ask them questions about something they have posted. Sorry, I can't be of more help. And I said, no, you are perfect help, because people think that, all of these other countries are just killing it, raking in cold market people, and it's not the truth. And this one is, hey babes, I don't do cold market leads at the moment. It wasn't working for me. the conversation wasn't a high rate. Since moving country, face-to-face and new Facebook friends have been my leads. And so that's what I'm finding here since I've moved to a new state as well about 5 months ago, is I'm getting out into my community, my neighbors, my new gym, the new church. I'm meeting people. I'm friending them on Facebook. So now they're like, they went from a cold market to a lukewarm market. They're getting to watch me. And then I can get into better conversations with them when I'm face to face, because now they're watching me on Facebook and seeing my travels and what I'm up to and my posts about, complete or, the capsules or whatever, without saying Juice Plus, so that they can ask me questions. So there are more verbiage coming your guys' way, and I hope it's helpful to you. But I would love, if you guys have more questions, or Jenny or Mick, if you guys have more thoughts.
Oh, that's awesome, Janie. I love the way you phrase that invitation. And I think the thing for us to impress upon people is that basically this is so simple. Basically the work's been done for you, and all you have to do is get that invitation out there and then follow up. I mean, it's that simple. And as you heard from Tara last week, she said she gets, in the last round of the game plan, she had somebody on nearly every call, and every single person, if they weren't already a rep, they either ordered Juice Plus or they signed up on her team. It's really, really powerful. And we're right at the beginning, so I encourage all of you to, create that list. I love seeing at the beginning there, Jamie, your 90 stickies on the wall with your 90 people you're going to invite. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to jump in very quickly. 2 minutes on follow-up, Jamie.
Follow-up? I mean, I just think it can be scary, because you may feel like you're going to get that no or the rejection, but that is part of what we do. And I think that if you approach them, kind of that question of honest, and you can be funny on a scale of 0 to 10, like 0 is, man, you really wish you weren't friends with me, to 10, like, yeah, I'm totally interested. Where do you see yourself? And, I'm learning through just being vulnerable with that follow-up, I think, is really important. But do that follow-up, because this really is a numbers game. There's something like, and we get better, I feel like, as, we grow in this business, but 1 out of 10 is going to say yes, right? And then even what Adam and Brian have been saying is that, and if I think about my organization, it kind of shakes out to be true, is that 1 out of every 5 reps that you actually sponsor will do something. And that may sound like, oh, that's not very fun sounding. You have to, recruit, or you have to sign up 15 or sponsor 15 representatives to get maybe a 3 club. And that seems like a lot of work. But when you know that it's a statistics game, I think it kind of takes the pressure off of you, because it's the same for all of us. No matter if you're a 100 Club National Marketing Director or a brand new person, the stats are the same. And it's really, we just have to go out and talk to more people. And I love, again, how Richard in that video says, if you, like, how many of us 110% believe that if our product was in somebody's body, it would do something good? Well, heck yeah, with Juice Plus. But we can only touch so many people in our lifetime, right? So as a Juice Plus rep, I can maybe sponsor a couple thousand customers in my lifetime as a Juice Plus rep, maybe a couple more, I don't know, but it's definitely not the whole world. Like, I need an army of people with me to help to, like, change some of these health statistics and truly make a bigger difference in the world. So it's just a numbers game, and there's total fortune in the follow-up. It's so important. And if you have chickened out and a week has passed, guess what? You just get to put that ball in your court and say, oh my gosh, you're like, I'm so sorry, for not following up sooner. And I'd love to know what you thought about the Zoom last week, whatever you feel, the words that are right for you. I was going to say something else to that effect. If you've reached out and they didn't respond back, again, a couple days pass, and then you use that verbiage again. Oh my gosh, I've been so busy. I can't believe, so many days have passed. I apologize for not getting back with you sooner. Even though they're the ones who potentially, like, and we think that they're avoiding us, but a lot of times, you guys, like, I'll see a message and I'll, like, open it up and it's marked as read when I really, like, I can't respond at the moment. And then I truly, genuinely forget to get back with the people. So when you follow up that second time, that may be, or the third time, that may be the time that they're like, oh yeah, I am in a place where I can actually respond to you, and it could be really great. So keep following up.
And
Awesome.
now we have Zooms Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You've got Friday and Saturday, and maybe Sunday to do the follow-up.
Yeah.
Good point. Awesome. All right. Well, as I said earlier, today is the first day, and now is your opportunity. And even if you don't have anybody lined up to watch tonight's Zoom, I encourage you to be on it yourself. Maybe you're not even familiar yet really with what we're talking about. So that would be another reason to watch. And if you need more details, then go to our Team Eagles of Juice Plus Facebook group, or if you're already in the 90-day game plan group, you can get the information there as well. Thank you so much, Jamie. We really appreciate you. Awesome presentation. I love your encouragement, your motivation. And yes, Mick and I are off to Europe on Wednesday, but Rachel is going to do a wonderful job in our shoes. She's on there here tonight. As you know, Rachel is the National Marketing Director on our team, and she will be hosting this call same time, same place, 6:30 Mountain Time, same time as tonight, next Monday evening. So thank you all so much, and jump on that Zoom. Good night.
Thank you, Jamie. God bless.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.